So this video, you guys are going to be able to check out my freelance makeup kit. Now this is perfect for professionals who want to work freelance jobs for doing bridal or photo shoots or whatever you would like. I just wanted to share with you guys my kit as well as all of the makeup I have in it. So let's get started. Fair warning, makeup junkies, there's a lot of great stuff in here. So I'm not going to be listing everything because there's quite a bit of stuff in here. So if you guys want something, pause this, grab a pen and paper right now, and write this down. I will tell you guys where my kit is from and everything like that and what the brands are so you guys know. So this kit itself, this is all one unit. You have the separate bottom piece that has the door that actually swings open and then drawers inside. And then you have these top pieces that are layerable and you can detach them and add it to make it about as tall as you want. So this is just sewed as all one unit. And I purchased this from Namies when I went to IMATS, but you can also look it up online and find Namies online. Say hi, hello, say hello. I really hope this doesn't fall over because that would be sad. But you can see here it has multiple different latches that you guys can take and interchange if you want. It comes with a key, so it is all lockable. You can see the little key part here. I love that it's super easy to kind of interchange whichever you're wanting. If you do a really small wedding party or a very large wedding party, you can kind of take either like one or two of these or just the bottom. It is totally up to you. It also comes with this thing that is on a rollie so you can roll it everywhere with you because my kit is extremely heavy and there's no way I'd be able to lug this thing all around. So I love that it comes on rollers. And you can see most of the time what I do is I kind of customize it to what I want. So I can take this and then depending on how many trays I want to take or what I want to take, like I already said, I can make it how I like it. So this case is super durable. It's really hard. I have been using it for about 2 years now, no problems, and I love it. Alright, so in my top tray I have all of my foundations. I have a mix of different foundations in here, everything from light coverage to medium coverage. And I also have a bunch of different brands. So I have the Revlon Colorstay. This is actually the first foundation that I started off with. It is amazing. It's super comparable to the MAC Studio Fix, except I don't have problems with this breaking people out. So I have actually the entire collection going from the lightest of light to like super, super dark. I love that this has such a great variation. And then I kind of just numbered them myself so it was really easy for me to get a hold of them while inside my kit. This is kind of like a drugstore if I'm doing photo shoots and I don't really want to use, you know, a super expensive high-end foundation. So that is one of my foundations. My other foundation over here is going to be my Frankie Rose foundation. Now this foundation is one of my absolute favorites. It is an amazing foundation. You can go from medium to completely full coverage. It is a really great texture. It's a matte finish and I love, 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 love these. And there's a piece of hair in here. My next one is going to be another drugstore foundation. This is the Nyx Hd Foundation. I actually got this in my Nyx kit when I went to IMATS, and I figured it was a perfect thing to put in my kit because it's just another foundation that you can use. The consistency is actually really nice of this foundation. So that's just another kind of little option that I have. Right here, I have my concealers. I have my LA Girl concealer. I love this concealer. It's really great. It's, again, high definition. I don't have to worry about it flashing back in my camera. And then I have some Frankie Rose concealer. This is our little secret. I have another color, but I think it's somewhere in my makeup drawers. This foundation is so amazing. It does not crease and it's super pigmented and I love it. For blemishes, I love the NYX. This is the full coverage concealer. This stuff is like super, super amazing. It is in a pot like this, and when you use it, I typically like to use a brush with this stuff. I can't even get it out. But this stuff is like no joke. It'll go in and cover whatever you want. Really good for people who either have a lot of redness issues or acne or something like that and you need something really high coverage. And it is inexpensive. It's not super, super expensive. I don't just have a bunch of crazy expensive products in my kit. As you can tell, I have some drugstore of different brands. I like to use what feels right for me and what I like that actually works for people and works in makeup. So these are some of my favorite little concealers and I think they're amazing. Over here I have a Instant Miracle Booster. This is by Model Co. It's for all skin types. This is like a serum to help brighten your skin. If people have dull skin or they're feeling dry, I can just smooth this over their skin and it makes it feel so good. I have a few typical makeup sponges because you always need a few makeup sponges laying around. And then for powder, I have my Frankie Rose powder. I swear by this stuff. It is amazing. I use it every day in my regular makeup. But this is a foundation powder. I have a few different shades and tones from this brand, and they're just absolutely amazing. You can use this alone or on top of these other foundations for like the most flawless, beautiful skin. So that is it for my first layer, and this is all my kind of like most used foundations, concealers, and everything. I'm just going to take this top layer off, and you can see it just comes off like that, and it's super easy. I'll set that aside. In my second one, this is actually where I carry my makeup brushes. I have my little kit that kind of just lays in here, my tool belt. So this holds all of my makeup brushes and everything. And then I also kind of have a few other like little things in here. So I have brush cleaner by MAC, and I just keep a big bottle of it because you always need a lot of this stuff. And then I actually use a to-go setting spray. So I use my little Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. This is my favorite setting spray ever. So I just keep a small travel size so it takes up less room, especially since this MAC is a Womp Daddy. And then I have a pencil sharpener, and this is not supposed to be in here. It probably fell out of my toolkit. So in my makeup brush toolkit, I actually purchased this toolkit from Nigel's Beauty Emporium, the same place that I purchased my kit. This is from Nigel's. And this has an array of different brushes. I love a kit. I don't wear my tool belt. I actually just leave it out laying like this, but it keeps everything organized. I like to have all my foundation and face brushes over here, and then I like to have all my eyeshadow brushes over here. That way I can just kind of keep them separated. I have a lot of brushes ranging from Morphe. I love Morphe brushes. I just got my first set and they're amazing. I have a few Sephora brushes in here. I have XO Beauty. I love XO Beauty. Another Sephora brush. I have a few e.l.f. brushes in here actually because I like these small stippling e.l.f. brushes on this side. And then down here I just have a little beauty puff and then some of these Q-tips. These Q-tips are really awesome, by the way. I hope that you guys can see that. These are like a pointed end, and then it's kind of almost like a flat Q-tip on the end of that. This is really amazing for cleaning up anything around the eyes. If you kind of did a oops with eyeliner or something, these will save your life. A few regular Q-tips, and then I also have a lash applier. This is by Sephora. This is really amazing. It can just hold your lash right in here and apply to the eye. And then if you need to push it down, it has this little rubber grip on the other side, which is really great. And then I have just a pair of tweezers. I love turquoise, so I have a pair of tweezers in here. In the center, I have a brow brush, I have a little mascara lash guard, and then a pair of scissors, because you always need to have a small pair of scissors on hand for cutting lashes or doing whatever it is. And then I have a few pins to just keep hair away in the face. And then on this side of my eyeshadow brushes, I have a lot of XO Beauty, Morphe brushes. Let me see, what else do I have in here? I have some MAC brushes, some Real Techniques because I love Real Techniques. And then right here I have from Paw Palette just an easy mixing palette. And I also have like a little elastic thing that goes on my wrist so I can just kind of sit it on my wrist and it's really easy to use. And then I have some of the Anastasia brow. These are just those like little brow stencils. I don't really use them unless somebody like really doesn't have an eyebrow. Just down here. And that is about it for my makeup brushes. So this is like one of my favorite things to look at ever. It's so pretty when it's organized. Trying to adjust the lighting for you guys so it's a little bit easier to see. So the next one is actually going to be all of my mascaras, eyeliners, and brow stuff. Over here I have my mascaras. I have two just kind of colorful NYX, a blue one and a brown one, because you could always have a brow color mascara on hand. And then I have a NYX Big and Loud Lash Primer. So this just helps to plump up lashes if they're really thin. And then I have a few other mascaras. So I have a Frankie Rose mascara. I have a Calvin Klein mascara. a Balletto Studio Volume Mascara, and then my favorite and most used, which is the MAC False Lashes Waterproof, because I work on brides. I don't really want them to be crying and having their mascara go everywhere. So I have all my little mascara, guys, right here, and I love that all of this is so interchangeable, so I can kind of like move it, put everything where I want it to be. And then up here, I just have some tape, and then I have different lash glues. I have Ardell and Duo lash glue in there. Moving on into the center, I have all of my eyeliners. I kind of have like a collection of eyeliners by just different brands. So I have a Ico, I have some NYX ones, I have a Frankie Rose. These are just kind of like basic eyeliners. I have a NYX, a Stila, a NYX, a bunch of, actually this is NYX waterproof mascara. That's supposed to be over here. And then I have a few Frankie Rose gel pots. And I have a bunch of these LAROQUE gel pots that I think so amazing. So they're just like a bunch of different colors, and they're so great. I love, love, love these. And you never know when somebody's going to want like a purple eyeliner or like a blue eyeliner. So it's always really good to have these on hand. Not on handy. And then I have a Benefit Schwing eyeliner. I love this liner. It's so good. And I think that's about it for liners. Yeah. And then down in this little tiny compartment, I have a pair of tweezers, my lash curler, and then my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is probably like my go-to eyeshadow primer just because it stays so well. And then I think they're actually like half the price. So they have a bunch of really, really great colors, and they're just easy to have in here. And then I also have some brow mascaras by NYX. I love NYX. I mean, it's a sister company to MAC. They're made by the same people, so I think this company is really incredible, and especially, I mean, the price point is really amazing too. So you're getting a really amazing product for about half the price. So I have a few of those, and then I just have some lighter e.l.f. ones because it's a brow gel, so it's not, I mean, these ones are like really awesome. I think some e.l.f. products are really, really cool. So yeah. And then up here, I just have a little bit of extra cottony Q-tippy things because you never know when you're going to need them, and I'd rather them be in with my eye stuff. Moving on to the bottom part, which is actually a whole case that just kind of stays together. So if you open this up, it's going to open like so, and then you're going to have a little tray on the top part, oops, as my stuff falls out, and then you're going to have 3 pull-out trays down here. I love this because if you need to do something smaller, you can totally just use this part. Everything is completely, like I said, customizable. So we'll just start from the top and go down. Hopefully this doesn't all fall over. Up here, I just have a bunch of blushes and some extra powders. I have some of the NYX powders. These are the finishing powders. One that's like a little bit more of a green tint, and then this one is a banana tint. So kind of corrective colors. And then I also have a few of their color correcting powders that are a loose powder. This one's lavender, and then I have a banana, and then I also have a green. So I probably don't need to have all this in my kit, but this is where I keep all of my extra makeup that I don't use on a daily basis. So I just keep these in there. You never know when you're going to need them. And then I also have 2 of my favorite highlighters, the Cindy Luminizer by The Balm and then Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Really, really incredible. They never let me down. So moving on to the center part, I have all my blushes from here over. So here I just have a bunch of Jordana. These are actually like the color tint blush sticks. A lot of people don't like cream blushes, but I do, because if you ever want to just throw something super lightweight on your skin, like let's say it's a little flower girl or something, you just want something really lightweight, you can put this on and then rub it in, and it's like they're not really wearing a ton of makeup, it's just a light flush. So I have 6 of those in here, and then I have my Hoola Benefit bronzer. This bronzer is just kind of like one of those universal, really amazing bronzers. If you don't know what it is, that means you just got into makeup. So, or just got onto YouTube. I have a bunch of the BH Cosmetics. I got these. Where did I get these? I think I got them on like Hot Look or something. So I have a few different shades of these, like that one, this really beautiful like kind of Snow Whitey color, and there goes my phone. And then I have this shade, and I think I got all of them. I got that one. I just think they're really cute packaging, and they're not bad. It's like a blush and a highlighter all in one. So I have a few of those in here. And then I got a bunch of these NYX blushes. So I have like every single one that I got in my bag when I went to IMATS in here. So I literally have like every single blush I could possibly imagine. I have all those there, and then all of these over here. I got the entire collection, so this is their entire thing. Oops, there's a giant, I mean, look at that. That is so red. And then this one is like a beautiful burnt orange. Keep in mind, I have done photo shoots and stuff, so that's why some of these things may come in handy. Then I have some Frankie Rose single blushes. There's just a really good range of colors. Some of these are a little bit better for darker skin. So like these tones are a little bit better for somebody with a darker complexion. Then you got some reds, some just kind of natural, good for darker, and then like a nice little light pink. So that is it for the little top part of my thing. And then moving on to the first drawer. So in the first drawer, I actually have my MAC foundation. These bottles are the face and body foundation. So these are really large. They can't fit inside these while standing up. So I just decided to put them in my drawer because they fit perfectly. I have a few different shades. So I have C1 and C3. And then I have N3, C5, and N5. So I have the cool tones and the neutral tones in here, and some like light to dark shades, so I can intermix them on my palette for whatever I need. These are very, very lightweight. There's 4 ounces in here, so that is a huge amount of product. These are really great for people who don't need a lot of skin, if you're working on younger clients. I love these. I have a Rouge Bunny Rouge bronzer in here. This is like a liquid illuminizing bronzer. This is amazing. This stuff is super expensive, and I think it's amazing. And then I have a few of their like little sample ones, so I just have 3 other little shades of the Rouge Bunny Rouge in here. Going on to the second drawer in this little dude, like CC creams, concealers, and some primers. So these are the palettes from NYX. I just have 2 of these. This is kind of like for more of dark concealer. This is more correcting. They just came out with these, and I think they're really nice. And then they also have these CC creams, and I think I have like every shade in these. So I have the 2 lavender ones, the lighter one, the darker one, the green ones, lighter and darker, and then the peach ones. So if you're having to combat anything in skin, like if they're feeling really just kind of, either they have a lot of redness, you can use these green ones. If they need a little bit of like color correction, you can use these banana peachy ones. And then if you need to brighten their skin complexion, you can use these lavender ones. I want to see what they look like. They're just like this little squeezy tube, and it comes out, and it's pretty much the same color that you see on the tube. They're really neat, and then they just kind of like blend into the skin, and it just stands for like a nice primer underneath their foundation. So I have the NYX HD Studio primer base, and then I have the NYX Pore Filler. 2 of these are just a little bit different. This one's a little bit smoother, not as silicone-y feeling. This one is very much so like the Benefit, the, what is that one called? The Professional. I can't believe that I just forgot what that was. And then I also have the Frankie Rose Prime Addiction. This is probably like my go-to. This is a really incredible primer. I love, love, love this one, and it's good for young to mature skin. And then I also have a Gerard Cosmetics BB Illuminator. This stuff is, everyone should know what it is because it's all over YouTube, but it's just a really beautiful highlighter that you can add into foundation or just use as a standalone product. Then down here, I have all of my lashes. I kind of do this based on what I'm doing, so I'll get the lashes on when I get a client booked. So I always have a lot of these Ardell's individuals because brides, I love to do these individual lashes because it looks so natural. And then I have a few just kind of beautiful strip lashes, and then my Kiss lashes. These are like 3 of the individuals put together. I love, love, love these. I actually wear these on myself because they're really easy to apply. So these are typically what I keep with me. It's really easy, and I don't have a whole bunch of lipstick tubes that I'm trying to look through. Then I also have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Palette. This is the Pro Brow Palette, and it just has a bunch of different eyebrow shadows in here, a concealer, and a brow. You guys can see like how dirty that is. I probably should clean that after this. And then I have my LAROQUE Unzipped palette. This is just a really beautiful palette. Kind of some of those like rosy gold tones. And then I have, a lot of my palettes are LAROQUE, guys. I love LAROQUE. I have the Pro and then the Pro 2 palettes. These like never let me down. They're just so beautiful. And then I also have the LAROQUE Mega Pro palette. This guy is huge and it saves my life because sometimes I just take this if I'm doing like a smaller occasion and my neutral palette, this one right here, because I just have like everything that I need. And then I also keep 2 of the, because I don't have enough blushes in here, I keep 2 of the BH Cosmetics blush palettes. So this is the Glamour Blush palette, and it just has a bunch of really beautiful colors in here. And then I have the other palette that has just a bunch of different colors from the Glamour palette. I don't even think this one has a name. I don't know. It just says on the back item BHB10. So I don't know if that's actually anything because this one doesn't have it. So I'm just talking to myself. I love that I can fit all of these guys in here. There's like a ton of room, and depending on where I'm going and what I'm doing, I can just fit all of that in there. And then I can just throw that back up and clip it up. So I'll show you guys that space that I was talking about. I'm just gonna lock those side locks. So this has like this extra little like 2 inches right here. So if you wanted to put something in here like a mirror or even more brushes, you could totally do that. So that is all of the makeup in my traveling case. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know there's a lot of makeup in here, but you guys can see I use a lot of high-end and low-end products. NYX is one of my favorites, and I hope that you guys kind of get an idea. So, you know, some of these products may not go with me everywhere. Some of them might, just depending on what I'm doing. And that's what I love about makeup, because you can totally customize it to what you want. And this carrying case just makes it all that easier. It takes a very, very long time to save up the money to get all of this stuff, but I finally have an entire kit put together, and I'm very, very, very proud of it. And of course, I have a bunch of other stuff in my drawers that I might add or take away for my own personal stuff. So yes, I loved filming this for you guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed seeing all this glorious makeup, as I know if you're a makeup lover like me, you totally did. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
This video.
Are you so cute? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Okay. Okay, bye.
If you made it through all of those products, thank you so much for staying and hanging out and watching. Be sure to check out some of my other videos like this gorgeous makeup tutorial look, and I'll see you guys soon.